Leave it there. Oh.
Okay.
Hello, we're live. At least that's what YouTube says.
Greetings and salutations.
Happy Saturday, Jason.
It is a happy Saturday.
It's Labor Day weekend. Cheers with our coffee.
Cheers. I guess it's the official end of summer.
Stop. I don't want
Although,
to.
you know,
I won't cheers to that.
I feel like summer is just going to keep rolling through October anyway. So
I'm fine with that.
we're in the false fall. I saw a meme the other day that New England has 12 seasons, and we're currently in the false fall. Very soon it'll be summer part 2.
Well, if you're watching the recording of this, welcome, or you're watching here live, welcome to Whole Circle Studio Live. We'll give people a few minutes to come on if they're joining us live.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. We'll chat about the week. It was a blur. It feels like we just did this. I feel like it was just Saturday.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like all week, like Wednesday, I thought it was Thursday. Thursday, I thought it was Friday. And Friday happened and it just disappeared.
Yeah. The week kind of just went. I was getting a lot of stuff in the studio done this week, which was good.
Mm-hmm.
The one sort of online thing that I did this week was I participated in Global Quilt Connections. I wanted to get the name right, the name of the program right. And it was started by 2 quilters to connect teachers who were teaching online with guilds. So I gave a presentation on Wednesday. And it went well. If you're interested, if you're a guild out there and interested in learning about quilt teachers that are offering online programming, go to that. It's globalquiltconnections.com. There's a couple more live events, but you can also go back and watch all the recordings, including mine. So I hope you'll do that. Yeah. We have someone joining us there.
Brenda.
Oh, hey, Brenda, how are you? Good afternoon. If you're I think Brenda's on the East Coast. Good afternoon in the East Coast. Good morning if you're, or evening if you're watching somewhere else. So, yeah, it's the first week of September, last week of unofficial week of summer, but we're going to keep rolling with the summer here. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here. So we're going to enjoy it. Oh, and one other big thing while we're just chit-chatting before we get into the quilt meat and potatoes is...
We're going to talk about me?
We can. So for those who don't know, I'll give an introduction. I'll introduce him formally in a minute, but this is my husband, Jason. Along with lots of other things, he's also a triathlete. And
look,
well, I was going to lead up to it. I know he's very excited. This season is the first season that he's not doing any official bike races or bike fundraisers.
No runs, no triathlons, no
nothing in
bikes.
A live race setting, which is really odd. It's also odd for me because I'm not there cheering him on, but he is doing a virtual one.
Yep. My one and only virtual triathlon. It's the Try the Wildwoods by Delmo. So
it's out of New Jersey. So he'll be doing it though here.
And I printed my official race bib, laminated it with packing tape. Very fancy.
So he'll be doing it solo. Unfortunately, it'll be a little bit different. There won't be anyone cheering you on. I'll cheer you on. So he's going to do, instead of the swim in the ocean, he's going to do the swim in our neighbor's pool tomorrow morning.
It's going to be something like 36 laps in the pool. Then I run across the backyard and I bike 18 miles in the roads around here. And then I park in the middle of town on my bike and run 5 miles.
All very responsibly.
Yes. So, and slowly, because I haven't been in race condition all year.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll get started. Thank you for those of you who are joining us live. If you're here, say hello in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Sherry from Whole Circle Studio. I am a designer, an independent quilt pattern publisher, a professional quilter, and also an educator. I teach when it's safe to do so all around the country, but for right now, live and online, which is going well. This is my husband, Jason. He is the behind the scenes, sometimes in front of the scenes person involved in Whole Circle Studio. And triathlete, thank you. And we are broadcasting here live from my home studio just outside New Haven, Connecticut. So we're here most Saturdays chit-chatting about what's going on in the quilting studio, what I'm working on, giving you guys tips and tricks and just hanging out with you.
That's right.
So today we were going to talk about a new pattern. I've kind of been teasing and we've been showing some previews along the way, but it's launching this week on Thursday, which I'm super excited about. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the background of it, If you're interested in learning when it comes out and getting a super duper discount for a limited time, my newsletter subscribers always get a discount on launch weekend. So you can do that over at you can subscribe to the newsletter over at wholecirclestudio.com. So introducing dun, 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 apple turnover. So I think the last time we showed this, we gave a preview of this, I think earlier in the summer, but it wasn't quilted yet, or it was half quilted, I think. So this is behind us, the throw size of apple turnover. Apple turnover here is 1 block. So apple turnover is a pretty easy foundation paper piecing pattern. Basically it consists of a number of apple blocks, the same apple block. So this is just a block I made with scraps from my studio. This alone would make a really cute, I'll have some photos of it on my website, a really cute, like oversized mug rug or little placemat for a cup of coffee. Put your coffee here. You can put a little snack here. Looks super cute on a table, nice and kind of fall-like, great for a teacher.
Make it out of border, make it a placemat.
Yeah, you could, you're right. That's a good idea. So the pattern really started with inspired by the fabrics that you see behind you. This is a brand new collection called Small, S-M-O-L, by Kimberly Kite for Ruby Star Society. So earlier this year, gosh, it must have been January or February. It was pre-pandemic here in the US. I got a sneak peek of the collection from Ruby Star Society, and they asked, hey, do you have any patterns you're working on or that you think that would work with this collection? And I was super inspired. It has some really cute apples in it in different colorways. You could see an apple there, an apple there. There's a green apple there. And last year I designed the citrus slices, which was all orange, sort of citrusy orange lemon slices quilt. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool to add an apple. So I started sketching away, and this was, again, so sometimes I work that I'm just inspired by a concept and then I find the right fabrics to fit it. Other times I see a fabric collection and I'm super inspired by it and design a custom quilt. So that's sort of how we came to apple turnover. So the pattern, which again will be available on Thursday on my website and in select, it's already actually out in select quilt shops, features instructions for how to make the throw size, this is a photo of the quilt behind us. I also give ideas for a runner, and I could show you guys that. I made this runner with Nature Elements by Art Gallery Fabrics. It's a really great blender print. Again, I'm going to have better photos of this on my website, and also I'm going to do a whole blog post about it that'll post this week. So you can kind of see those fabrics have a really great sort of floral element. So this is sort of an oversized runner. We're doing a really bad job of making it look attractive. It looks way more attractive. Again, the photos are better. You could put it on your table this fall or all year round. A bed runner it would look really good on, a wall hanging. So it's really, really long. So again, it's the same block, just the pattern gives ideas for different arrangements. So you could see the pattern. The apples work really cute with really bold prints, with blenders. I've even made it like with scraps. The other cute thing I thought would be a gift, we all want to really appreciate all of the work that our teachers are doing. So again, this would be a great gift for a teacher, and I don't make much things other than quilts, like apparel. I wish I need to start learning how to sew apparel. And I don't do a lot of bags, but this, I took 1 block made from my scraps, and I went on the Pearl Soho website, PURL Soho.com, and they have lots of great tutorials. They are a shop that sells quilting materials and knitting materials, but they also have some tutorials. So I took this block and then I turned it into a tote using their easy tote tutorial. But I thought this would be super cute. I first quilted it I'll show you a little pop of color, pop of print inside I made. And then this is just webbing I picked up from my local craft store. And it makes a really cute tote bag too, especially for a teacher. So either the beginning of the school year, the end of the school year, the middle of the school year, or a gift for yourself, especially if you really like apples. You could take it to the apple orchard. Something we need to do is we need to go apple picking.
That's right. It is. It's that time.
Yeah.
Apple picking time.
Is it now or after?
Oh, it's now. It started a couple of weeks ago, at least.
Maybe next weekend. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll take a. Anyways, maybe we'll go get some apples. And I didn't stop there. Well, we have one more comment before I go.
Your mom.
Oh, hey, Mom. Oh, you're here live. Excellent. So I'm glad you can make it here live. What are you doing live? It's beautiful outside. Why are you inside noon on a Saturday? Anyways. So the other thing I made was a banner. And so I combined, I love also, you know this about me, I love combining patterns oftentimes. So I took, I'm going to tease it. Hold on. Don't get so grabby with me.
I just want to help.
We have one apple that I took from fabrics from my stash. And then I added can you see it on the camera?
Yes.
My typecast fast letters to make a welcome banner. So again, this would be really cute for a house. I know it's hard. We're not really welcoming anyone to our houses right now. Some classrooms or other things you might be able to put it in. I know others, like the child care centers that you're working in, they're laminating walls essentially, but maybe even keep it up high, or maybe you can make it for post-pandemic. But those will be, so that photo will be on. So I'm pretty excited. It's a super duper versatile block, especially for those of you who like apples. And again, you can kind of customize it. The pattern, like all of my patterns, has detailed instructions, tested. All of my patterns go through a professional technical editor. So being really accurate and not frustrating is really, really important.
Got to make sure you don't get frustrated when you get a pattern.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than getting halfway through and realizing this makes no sense.
Yeah. Or instructions in general. How many of us have opened up instructions, quilting or otherwise? And I feel that pain. So I never want to
disappoint.
Yeah. So it's going to be a super busy week on kind of putting this out into the world. And it's all prepped and ready, but I'm really excited. I've been working. The hard thing as a pattern designer is that you're often, or even any kind of designer, you're working so much ahead of schedule that I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I made this quilt months and months ago. And now it's releasing. So it's just sort of the way things work out. I'm working on things now that won't release until November, December, early next year. So anyways, it's an exciting week. Pattern release weeks are always a super exciting week.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And also this week, the classes for Double Friendship Knots.
Yeah, so Double Friendship Knots classes start Thursday and Friday. Thursday, there's one spot left in it. And Friday, there's for the Thursday class, and there's I think 3 spots left for the Saturday class. So we're going to be closing out registration. If you're interested in that, definitely register. I won't be offering that class until probably spring of 2021 at the earliest, just with the way other projects. So so because of that, because I have classes the next 2 Saturdays, the Double Friendship Knot class that I'll be teaching, we're going to go a little bit on a hiatus. So there won't be any Whole Circle Studio live for next Saturday or the following Saturday, but we'll be back towards the end of September, and you can always catch up with us.
Although I always threaten that I'm going to hijack and just take you to the garage and show you what I'm doing out there.
Leave a comment if you want Jason to take it. We're not hijacking. You're not hijacking Whole Circle Studio Live without me.
Whole Circle Studio Live from the garage.
Thanks, Mom. So Karen says it makes a beautiful tabletop placemat. Yeah, totally, for apple turnover. So that's a little bit about what we're up to. We will be back live in 3 weeks from today.
Right.
In the meantime, definitely keep on top of what's going on in the blog, subscribe to the newsletter, just go to wholecirclestudio.com for that. And you can keep up with all of what I'm doing. And also on Instagram, I'm pretty active on Instagram. So go to Instagram and follow there too. If you are watching this and you found this even a little bit entertaining, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. I know we keep threatening to do more things live, remote.
That would be great.
But we can't do that until we have 1,000 subscribers. So that's my plead. Shameless self-plug. Please hit subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. So do it. So anyways, I hope you all have a great Labor Day weekend if you're here in the US celebrating that. I see a few people joining us late. If you're joining late, in a moment, once we end, you can go back and watch the recording and leave a comment. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know how you're doing. And we'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.
Have a great weekend. Bye.